So it'll be nice.
Be nice if they get the
We're gonna
last.
start the July workshop in the Kenny County Board of Education. First is public comment. No one signed up for public comment. Next, on Thursday night, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence and then roll call. And then first on the agenda is to approve the July 9th, 2026 revised agenda of the Kenny County Board of Education. That includes number 14, discussion concerning athletic trainer position. Anybody have anything over the agenda? Moving on. Number 2 is the consent agenda. A is to approve the minutes of the June 11th, 2026 regular meeting and the June 18th, 2026 special call meeting of the County Board of Education. And B is overnight and out-of-state trips, and we have none to approve this month. Anything over? All right, moving on. Number 3 is financial report. Ms. Adrian.
We are still in the process of getting everything balanced and closed up for year end. So as soon as we have those final numbers, I will be getting the reports to you.
Number 4 is the supervisor's report. Anybody have anything for the supervisors tonight? Thank you, supervisors. Number 5 will be to appoint deputy director of the County Schools on Thursday night. Excuse me. Number 6 is to approve the FY27 consolidated federal funds. Be it further resolved that the budgets of the school federal projects fund be the budget approved for separate projects within the fund by the Tennessee Department of Education for 26-27 school year. Miss.
That's just it. This is Jen and I. You can tell it's federal by the wording. So that copied exactly. So that is, it's just for the upcoming school year, obviously. And if we have to move fund line items within, it's just that you're approving everything that's already been budgeted. But it includes Title I, Title II, Title 3, 4, and IDA.
Any questions for Miss Kathy? Thank you, Miss Kathy. Number 7 is the approval to dispose federal Title I non-working items. That list was in your board packet. Looks like some laptops and monitors and a printer. Anybody have any questions on any of that? All right. Moving on. Number 8 is the approval for agreement document for interpretation, translation services. Yes.
That's also. Yes, okay, so we of course have an interpreter, provide interpretation translation services, both written and oral. And so we do an agreement with her, with a person each year, so it's just moving forward with that.
Any questions? Thank you, Ms. Kathy. Number 9 is the approval of federal programs consolidated application. Ms. Kathy.
It's redundant. So yes, it is, yes, it's just the application that has been submitted to be approved.
Any questions on that? Okay. Number 10 is tabled from the June meeting. Is Drew Wetzel to address the board for discussion and possible action of tabled item from June 11th. Board meeting concerning the Touchdown Club to be able to provide salary supplements. I'll start with you, Ms. Gus. Did you get a hold of Ben?
I got an email from him.
So
Yes.
you good?
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Shreya, you're just in time.
Good. Try.
The floor is yours if you like it.
All right. Okay, so we all know what we're here for. So on the salary supplement, talking to, well, for you guys, talking to, wanted to get clarification on why, the school board couldn't. So on the information that you guys were all presented with from, I believe Mike Jennings, looking through that, I don't know if you guys read through all of it or not. But going through that, first thing, none of it's from Tennessee. You got from Boston, you got from New York, you got from Philadelphia, you got from Texas. Secondly, nothing did anything close. We got 23 is the earliest, everything else is 22 or later. Everything in here, none of it pertains to anything example wise, like what we were talking about. The examples on here are things like a school gym was redone and a boys team picture was up and a girls team was not. A girls team was given a banquet and a boys team wasn't. Those were the examples of why these particular cases went to and were as far as enforcing the Title IX, that seems to be the concern. With that, like I said, none of those are good examples of what it is we're talking about. As far as Title IX being a sex discrimination, as far as that, football's a co-ed sport. We have a young girl coming up in middle school that'll be coming up into possibly in the high school ranks if she stays in that. We've had a girl high school team before, had a girl kicker years ago. So it's co-ed sport. So that's not, shouldn't be considered an issue for that. All of these, what I've highlighted as far as the particular incident where it discusses the Title IX, each one of them, the line item describing it, I guess would be best, is to say that for receiving federal financial assistance from the U.S. Department of Education, because the district receives federal financial assistance from the U.S. Department of Education, the OCR, which is the Office of Civil Rights, has jurisdiction over it pursuant to Title IX. So each one of those, that is the portion that I could find to understand where even Title IX come in on that. And when we look at that, the receiving federal financial assistance is the part that kicks that down the road, because what we're talking about is fundraised financial. No way, shape, or form is the school responsible for the money that is being delegated there. It's strictly taking out taxes of a school employee, because the school employees are not to take funding from anybody else as being a school employee. Hence why going about it in that particular manner. That to be said, I've talked to Matt Cowan, so you all know him, not only an attorney but judge. Talked to Tony Kane. I talked to Trevor Galligan. Trevor Galligan's in McMinnville, because I was suggested to talk to him from Matt. Talked to all of them. All of them have gone over these particular items with them. All of them told me the exact same thing. They said they don't see a reason why the school board couldn't support that. The Title IX has no bearing on the particular item that we're talking about. And the example that these were, says no. And the federal financial assistance, again, same, that this is not federally financed, that putting into a motion, which is then what your motion then becomes your law, that you're stating that money has to be fundraised through an SSO. Thereby, any other sport wanted to do the same thing, A, they'd have to create their SSO, B, they'd have to fundraise the money for it. When we fundraised our monies, the fundraising form you have to fill out was signed off by the director of schools. It was Miss Bonnie, because we were diligent about our things of turning them in early, because we knew exactly what all of ours were going to be done. So they were signed off on early. Every one of them had our salary supplement on there, as well as our equipment and our field maintenance, which we've done. By not being able to do that through the comptrollers, if they want to come through and audit us, we're in compliance with their rules of fundraising money and misappropriating funds, because we're not doing what we said we would do, that we told the public we were raising money for. So we have that item to be concerned about as well. All of them, also, the advice was call Mike Jennings. So I did. So yesterday when I spoke to Mike for a few moments, he was busy because he's back in town from being out of the country, and was busy. And I explained to him who I was, what I was with, and what I needed to talk to him about. I had a few questions. I was touchdown club for Cannon County High School. Needed to talk to him about some items with salary supplements we were bringing before the school board that I understood that he already would know about. And I had some questions. Said he was busy right then with things going on because of being gone, and he could talk to me today. So call him back. I said, okay. So at 8:30, I called back. Today, I got the secretary to tell me that he wasn't in the office, and that she was told to let me know that when I called, that he was not permitted to talk to me about such things unless it was the director of schools or her staff. which I found odd because yesterday he told me he talked to me today. So, those of you that may have talked with Mike Jennings, but this appears to be the information that I got from a couple of you that had gotten the information. If you have other information, I'd be glad to hear about it, to see why we couldn't talk to him about it. And 3 other attorneys tell me a different story. That's where we're at. That's what I got. So,
Anybody have anything? I've
So,
said my piece the last 3 months, so I mean, I don't wanna repeat myself, so. Y'all have it, y'all have it for.
so I mean, I guess my question is, and I mean, LA may be a little late through this with Mike Jennings is not here, but I mean, would he not be able to speak with her?
Well, I mean, Mike has not been able to before. I know in other stuff we've had, I've not talked to Mike Jennings personally, but I know we've had him before and he couldn't because he was a lawyer. He can speak to us, Miss Julie, or a teacher or nurse still in custody or something like that. But we also pay Mike Jennings every time his phone rings.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe Mike went back and looked. I don't know. I've not talked to Mike.
I did get to speak to him yesterday, and I told him who I was.
Right.
Very, very plain who I was. So, and told
Yeah, I
him
don't know.
who I was with, so that he knew who he was talking to. And he said, yeah, he would answer my questions the next day. And when I called today, there was a totally different story. I thought that was just a little weird.
Right.
A little weird. So,
Anything else? Anybody want to talk about?
So you said I think you said at the last meeting something about, there was a way that we could pay.
The ones that's not getting stopped. Adam, cafeteria, janitorial, anything like that. As long as they're not getting stopped, we can pay them.
Okay,
Still, we can still pay them.
just not the coaches.
That's what being explained to me.
where does that money come from?
Y'all could still pay Adam and them. Like I know it was put in the paper that we said we couldn't pay Adam.
I
But
didn't have anything to do with it.
I'm just saying what I read last week in the paper.
Got asked about
But-
that. I haven't even read it. I don't even know what's in it.
We can pay y'all. They keep bringing Adam up. Coach Hinch does. You can pay it. Y'all can pay Adam, or if y'all
And
pay
y'all
the
will take the
cafeteria.
taxes out, give
I was like, how do we pay?
Andrew a check.
I would have to figure that out. I'm just telling you what Ben had said. Like since they're not stipend the way Ben explained it to me, then it was okay. Like they're not a
They're not, well, they're not already getting
an extra.
and a stipend for coaching duties or whatever falls under those coaching duties. That is something that would be outside of their scope of their, what their, those duties are, that
So they can still be paid.
There, what is Ben's last name and who is?
Torres. He worked for TSBA, Tennessee State Board Association.
Okay, so he's a state board and
He's-
Mike is,
He's our local lawyer. Then we go through TSBA.
okay,
They do all of our policies. They review all of our board policies. And they're at our convenience to call over any type of school stuff.
okay.
And he is a lawyer as well.
Can I talk to him?
Yeah, anybody can call TSBA. Yes.
You said Ben.
Torres, T-O-R-E-S.
It's too long.
Two R's.
yeah.
Yeah, T-O-R-E-S.
Okay. Other thing, like, and Tony had said too, he knows Rutherford County, there's, several SSOs that do the same thing that we're trying to do. He says, I know it can be done. And I said, well, that's what we've understood as well. We just haven't been able to get anybody to give us a definitive, if they're doing it, how they're doing it for it to be right, which either makes it look like, well, they're doing it, they're just doing it under the table.
Wow.
I don't want to do things under the table. I want it to be right. So Want to try and get all of that. So,
Anybody have anything else? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Trey.
thank you.
Number 11. Adoption of salary schedules for the school year of 26-27. Those are in your packet as well. This is what we have voted on in previous years. Any questions on those? Moving on, number 12. Y'all bear with me. Approve the following policies recommended by TSBA. Policies 1.400, 1.403, 1.905, 2.100, 2.200, 4.213, 4.215, 4.301, 4.600, 4.603, 4.605, 5.106, 5.110, 5.200, and 5.201. 5.302, 5.303, 5.600, 5.801, 6.200, 6.202, 6.205, 6.303, 6.306, 6.318, 6.4053. I'm not sure if that's right. I'll have to look at the packet. 6.412 and 6.506. And these are all in your packet. There's 143 pages in here.
So 28 policies from TSBA that will put us in compliance with the new laws. Yep. That going into effect July 1st. I tried to, and hopefully it was helpful since there's so many, and that was 6.4053 because that's
Okay.
working policy.
I just had never seen that.
Yeah, that's why this is a new policy, it'll be applied behavior. Be allowed to come in.
I looked over them last night and today. I didn't have any questions. Does anybody else have anything? Miss Julie, did you have anything on any of them that you wanted to bring up?
No, just that was a new policy and also the, instructional use of digital devices is a new, policy as well. But I tried, hopefully the little summaries were helpful. It was an undertaking for sure, 28 policies.
Yeah.
And there may have been one word that was changed in the policy, so.
All right, if no one has anything, we'll move on to 13, and that is to schedule a board retreat to plan goals, objectives for the upcoming school year. So, Ms. Trammell, Curtis, and Odom, what works best for y'all? We normally do it in September or October. Do y'all want me to call in and get dates between now and Thursday?
Be wonderful.
Or do y'all have dates that y'all would like to try that I can ask them about? It's up to y'all. Would you prefer to do during the week? I don't think he done Saturdays anymore.
I know my name was inadvertently left out.
Sorry, Miss Plummer.
Well, I will say this, if I were you guys, I would wait till,
That's kind of what I was.
I would wait till October. Because I believe that there will be somebody in the seat.
That gives the vote for the commissioner September to appoint somebody.
Yeah.
All right, we did 19.
Yes, should be.
November 15th looks good.
You'll have a board meeting that night too.
No, that is.
Is it that? Oh, it is the 8th, okay. You are right, I'm sorry. How's it doing?
Almost a second.
I'm okay. I don't have it that day.
All right, October 15th. There we go.
About evening? During the daytime, the whole day?
I would say just that morning,
That'll work
or however y'all wanna do it. I think last year we done what?
during the day.
We started lunch
Yeah.
and then finished that afternoon. What time would y'all want me to ask Pam?
How long is it?
Supposed to be 8 hours. It's usually about 6, 7.
Long. During the school day would be perfect.
I'm good for 8 o'clock.
That morning. And I think he's fine with that too. So October 15th at 8 o'clock. So I will email him tonight and ask him.
Yes, I'm kidding.
Any other on the board? Okay. Number 14 is discussion concerning athletic trainer position, and Miss Julie sent us some more information on that this afternoon.
Mr. Nichols had gotten some information. Star Therapy is no longer contracting with us, and so we have been, we talked to the previous athletic trainer, and he had committed to Gordonsville with them. So we've been searching high and low, and Mr. Nichols has been looking under every rock and nook and cranny, and so he got information this afternoon that you share what you've got. And I will say that I have called and I have also emailed Innovate for a grant that it's through the, let me make sure I get this correctly, Corey Stringer Institute, and it's a grant that will pay for an athletic trainer for districts, should you receive the grant, for those that don't have a grant, an athletic trainer. So I've called, I've emailed, I've not been able to locate the application, but I'm trying to get that in the works. That would help with the expense of an athletic trainer.
You remember what our agreement was with Star, how much a year?
32,000.
So 2,000.
Oh. I didn't think it was this much.
No, again, in fact, I printed that off for you, so y'all can have that as well. That's from Star. In this one. Thank you, Julie. Review. Oh, well, there's been a welcome.
And was we just not giving them enough business is when I started.
Everybody's back, that company is cutting back, it's going around the Cookville area, the county's touching. So I think the category is in theirs next year. So, I mean,
It's not feasible for
it's
us,
not
for the smaller
districts.
districts.
From us, that's it. I will say we're gonna have to do something. We can't just sit here.
How many hours do you think we had? I forgot. I just went blank.
I think it'll cost us way more if we go hourly.
You think so?
Yeah, because you're looking at all the practices and then you're looking at.
Well, that's what I was.
Yeah. And I don't have that broken down, but it's gonna be.
When you're looking at this, it looks like it was just 1 to 2 days per week during summer workouts. And it's easy.
I will say that really, truly, this is one company that So I think, lack of a better term, they go out and not necessarily a headhunter, but they try to find the ones that are in our area, that people that would do it for that price. So you can pay the hourly. Like I said, I think that was like $64 an hour. You have an option of getting contracted to this company for 87, or we can just float it out there and then, somewhere between the 55 and 60 range and see if we can get anybody to bite. And I will say that I reached back out to Trevor, and he, just to be honest with you, that's about what he said it was going to take, because that's what he's about making with Star. So
How much?
between, I hate to tell what he's making, but in that range that he would be interested in the 55 to 60.
Okay, you said 87, you said that, so I
Yeah.
just want to make sure what he was talking.
He is committed with Star Gordonsville right now. But and there's no promises on that if he would come back. I mean, it's just
He indicated he didn't want to.
he doesn't want to leave them high and dry either. I mean, he's a pretty and I understand that also. So, but it's just we can't go through a football season or a soccer season without an athletic trainer. Like and then you have basketball rolling in December. I mean, we just can't afford to do that.
Guess the next question would be is where we're going. Where do y'all pull the money from?
So look. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could look at that before Thursday to see where we could and what we could. If you don't care.
I'm sorry if you already said this. Do you know anybody that uses printing?
I do not.
Okay.
This was just a cold call. Just got this information from them.
Most preschools hire their own athletic.
Most counties now are going to where they have their own in-house person. So I've reached out to TOA. There's nothing. I mean, the hospital, I've tried every avenue that I know of.
It's all it's here. They don't do it anymore.
Anybody else have any questions? Fifteen is director's comments. Should we have anything about?
No, sir.
16 is generous comments. I don't have anything about. 17 is to adjourn. We'll meet.
Eric, can I add something?
Yes, ma'am.
Winter Canyon is scheduled for the last Sunday of this month. It's the 15th year that Winter Canyon is gonna, have, been in session for Canyon County students. And so that'll happen from 2 to 5 at Canyon County High School. We thank the high school for always pitching in and making this happen. We spoke of Adam Milton a few minutes ago. He's my favorite person in the June and July. We're big buddies. But if everybody could just come out and be a part of that, we would appreciate it.
Bishop Michael Nuffer, birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Mr. Murphy. Anything else? All right, we'll meet Thursday night, July the 9th at the Canyon County Middle School, Canyon County Elementary Cafeteria at 6 o'clock.